Hi everyone. So in this video I'm going to be providing support for those who have an addiction. It can be an addiction to drugs or even to sex or to having a relationship, having friends, or to food, or to TV or games, or an addiction to being the center of attention, or an addiction to being alone, or an addiction to having a family, having kids, addiction to making money, being financially successful, having a profession, a title, or a career. So I'm going to be utilizing examples. At first they start with drugs and sex, though because of limited time in this video I won't be able to do examples for other things, but you can already apply the principles, the patterns of what I'm going to be exposing here to use it for your own addictions. And in the future I may make videos to make more specific examples for the other types of addictions. So let's firstly start here with alcohol. So there were some researchers that had done studies testing the effects of alcohol on people. So they set up a room, an environment, and they invited people to come and drink, and they observed the people through a double-sided mirror so the people didn't know that they were watching. And they observed the people, and they noticed that as the people started drinking the alcohol, they started becoming more friendly, more chatty. They had more, let's say, fun. They did more socializing. They were laughing. They were more energetic, more upbeat. And then the researchers also compared to when the guests just had like normal, no alcohol, just regular food and water. And they noticed the people were more awkward. They were just more standing around. So in comparison, it was less social. And then they did a study where they decided to use this fake alcohol, fake beer, that smells like and tastes like beer, but isn't actually beer at all. It doesn't have any alcohol in it. And so there actually won't be any direct effect on alcohol on the brain or the body. And so they put this project out there, and they had already blind tested some people, and people believed it was alcohol. So they used this in the study in the same room, and then when people started drinking, they were, at first for a moment, like there doesn't seem to be any change. Like people were just like still being awkward, you could say. And then one guy started being more like upbeat. It's like and it's basically like, man, I'm drunk, and he just starts like chatting with everyone. They started having fun, and then it's just like when people drank alcohol. So people were chatty, they're friendly, they're socializing, they're upbeat. So the point of, beside the point of the studies, this is what they found, that people believed that they were drunk, so they started acting drunk. So they were being more loose, socializing, being happy. Yet there wasn't any alcohol. So this is what reveals about conditioning, where it's kind of like your mind creates it. But anyway, so the reason why I'm sharing this story is to encourage you to be drunk on purpose, by decision. Not drunk in the way of like having poor motor skills and crashing a car, but just being loose on because you decide to, being friendly because you decide to, being socializing just because you decide to. That is within your power of creation, to move yourself, to just be whatever you want to be, to just create the moment, create your thing. And you can take your history of drinking or doing drugs and remember how you were in those moments and simply be those words, live those words according to your choice, according to your creation, according to your willpower. Or you can go and be friendly or be like weird or crazy or loose or just jumping around, jumping off the walls, like, high energy, or just, whatever. And the same thing goes to with sex as well, where for sex, many of us rely on our fantasies, on our dreams, on our thoughts, and what we think in our heads. Where we want the perfect partner, we want someone to be there for us, we want to be loved, and we believe we need that in order to have sex. Or maybe something different where you need someone who is beautiful or handsome, or like a chiseled body, or big breast, or whatever, big butt. Or they need to sound a certain way or look a certain way, or they need to say certain things to you. Or maybe you need some sort of them to do something special in order for you to, let's say, enjoy yourself or to be excited. When you can decide simply to enjoy yourself, to enjoy the touch of your body, the touch of the mattresses, the touch, how the air feels on your skin, and how your body feels on a physical level. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy and become excitement, become an expression where you just live, and you're not looking for a trigger or for a stimulation from the other person or from a certain sound or a certain image or certain something, where you really are just really expressing yourself, whether it's even by yourself or if it's with another person. Just really express yourself. And the same thing goes for everything else I mentioned. Your addictions to having a family or having kids or to a career or making money or whatever. Anything where you're looking for something or someone else outside of you to be that trigger for you, to stimulate you, where you can simply just live already the expression that is here, that's already here, that you already can express that joy, as if seeing your child for the first time. Express that joy already with your life every day with everyone, or that excitement of getting promotion. You can live that excitement in any moment. Right now, as I'm speaking, you can decide to do that. You can just be like, yes, I'm excited, and just like move yourself and like run outside or whatever. It's like it's just something that is already here, because it's just physical reality. Or you don't ever do that, and you always have to look for something or someone else to stimulate you. And that's really limited, and what usually happens is you get habituated, you get conditioned, you get so used to your family, your kids, your career, your work, you get used to having lots of money, you get used to alcohol, you get used to drugs, you get used to all these things, and then they become boring and become nothing for you. And you lost that excitement, enjoyment. You're like, what happened? How come I'm not feeling the same way anymore about my friends, my family, my partner, my lovers? The reason why is because that thing you're looking for, it never came from your friends or from your families or from your kids or from your work or from money or from food or drugs, alcohol. It never really came from there. It always came from yourself. It's a part of who you are already. And you can just choose to express it right now, with no conditions, with no change of your environment, no change of the scenery, with nothing else added to your world outside of you. The only shift, the only change happens is within you. That's the only thing. You just move, you just decide, it's a self-movement, you just express it. And that is something that is real, and it can be something infinite, eternal, that you could always express forever. No matter your environment, no matter your situation, no matter who is in your life or who leaves or who dies or who is here and no more. Because you're always here with you. That will always be true. Always. So this is the future for all of us. Those of us who want a real life. So this is the steps I laid out for you. This is the vision I've left you with. And to really get to this point, it requires learning about your mind, your thoughts, your emotions and feelings. Learning about self-forgiveness, which basically means being able to accept who you've been so far and being able to let it go and really stop, so you can become something new, something that's really best for you, and actually so it's best for everyone. A real living expression capable of expressing anything in any moment by your direction and willpower, and doing so within understanding what's best for all. That would be quite a sight to see. So thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.